You know Eliang, he's still in the industry.
Yes, Mukubi.
Oh, Mukubi, yes.
Yes.
Eli calls me, Nungo. Unafanya nini hapo? So nikaenda nikamit.
Yes.
Kaniambia kama nikuonyeshe malima pro wako. And that was the beginning of me and professional theater. But that was now after months. But the thing was, even now, the transition from the factory club into now, because now what happened was, Eli introduced me to Fanaka Arts Theatre. Fanaka, sijui kama Fanaka bado inakuanga, I think so. Eric Ndongo. Eriko, ya kukuwa nafanyanga traveling theatre. Him, rather at the time, he used to do a lot of stage set books, yes. But at the
so the schools
would come to KNT, yes.
Excuse me, MCA.
Excuse me, MCA. Labda kuna watu wana manage.
Maybe.
But nilikuwa naona akifanyanga za Kikuyu.
Oh yeah, Kikuyu.
Anyway. So I attended those ninis. So nilipata kama, yes, bado wana audition. But ni auditions whereby every day there was a very long list. Every day there would be one person that's cancelled out of the list. Me, I don't know what that was, but I was always Lodeki. Ukijua favor ni nini? I was always the last person, as in second last. After huyo mtu mwenye amescrapiwa out, mimi ndio bottom.
Okay.
Mimi ndo nashikilia hivi. From number one from chini. Always. I used to attend rehearsals every day. It went for 2 months. Every day, without fail, without being late. Although your time yote, I was only cast for one thing, a crowd scene, where I would say Coming to Bath by Marjorie Oluthe. I can't forget. People, Gruel is ready. That was a funeral scene. That was the only thing I would say.
Yes.
Because one, okay, now, nimekuja hii side ingine, people are very vocal, very outspoken, very, very confident. I'm like, I am not.
This is not the right place.
It's not me. It's exciting, but hey, it's a lot. Alafu watu wanaongea venye wanaweza ongea venye.
Theater. Yeah.
Wow.
I have some respect for guys who started with set books. Kuongea. Storytelling. I think
storytelling plus everything.
Plus everything.
Hey, mama. It's a lot. So what I would do is, when everyone is there, it was just automatic. Ningeji vuta, I would always sideline myself.
Yeah, from the rest of
I was always at a corner, alone, because you see, that's my safe space. I would always try find a safe space for me, and I did that for a very long time. So what happened, I was always cast, as in every day. So what happened, that now I got cast for a role.
A role.
A lead role.
Amazing.
A friend of mine, she is a friend. You see the way just life has a way of balancing.
Yes.
A friend of mine who was the lead in everything got a job at Insider magazine.
Yes.
Of course, that is greener pastures.
It is. Insider back then was something. It was big.
It was a lot. Hey. So she got the gig at Insider and she took the job. So alipigia stage manager. And alipigia stage manager kwa hapo na director doing rehearsals inaendelea. So what would always happen is, because most of the times I would attend rehearsals, na scene zangu would never, the funeral scene would hardly ever be gotten to.
Yes. Yeah.
But I would still be there. Yeah. Whether ni your script, I was basically just present.
Yes.
So director kama amekaa hivi, wale watu wana block ako hiyo pande nyingine, director is here, Nungo was just always here. Sikai mbali, niko tu hapo watching. So the stage manager akakuja kando ya director and whispered into his ear, so and so amesema hakuji job. So and so has happened, basically just breaking the news to him, yeah?
I know, the look on the director's face.
This is how I got cast for my very first gig. Patieni, Hiki, Kidem. Hatuna otherwise.
Oh my God.
I'm not mincing my words, imagine. The tone, even higher, even more intense.
Exact words.
Not whispered. Remember the stage manager whispered? Him, he did not whisper.
Who is that director?
Well, do we want to? Although I've told him this before. But for some reason, Lodeki, that did not break me.
Yes.
Quietly, in my spirit, in my being, I think I had been waiting for it.
For that moment.
For an opportunity. So however which way the opportunity came, to me, did not matter. For me, the point was, it came. Remember, show iko 1 week to everything being needed, staged, now at KNT. Nikapatiwa, nikaambiwa, Nungo enda ushike nini, everything Nani was doing, it's you now. Lead. Lead Kiswahili, lead English. My gosh. Nilienda home. That was a Friday. Nilienda home. Who's my mother? And I'm telling you, my mom has never contested me being... You see the way people have stories about their parents... Not like in this vibe of the arts, not my mom. I think because for her, it was the first time she saw me fly. Because I was always in the cocoon. But the first time she's seeing me interact with people, be around people. Of course, I would go home and complain and say, oh, you know.
But mothers see something beyond what you just can see.
The point was, I was getting out.
Yes.
I'm getting out of the house. I'm interacting with other people. I'm doing badly at it, but I'm trying.
You're doing it.
So this one time I come home with a script. My mom was so excited. She helped me with lines. Zote shoo! By Monday, I had all the lines. All Lodeki. I don't know how. Someone give me that memory now. Yeah? Because I nakaa na script. By Monday, this was Friday. Monday during rehearsals, I had all the lines. But please remember the introverted nature. Again, nimewekwa mbele ya watu sasa. Still kicks in. Automatically. Nikiwekwa mbele ya watu. Because sasa nimezoea kuwatch watu wakiwa rehearsals. Except when we get to the funeral scene for that one line. This one time, I am literally in front of everyone. And again, I couldn't. And I couldn't prove to people that I actually have these lines. I actually worked on this thing. I actually. Meanwhile, every day, bado line, watu wanaenda kikatwa. Mimi bado niko hapo. After the last, huyo mwenye ametoka, bottom, mindio. As in, you guy. I don't know how. Then at the time, I remember, so the cast members now would say, and I get their point. Now I get their point. So they'd be like, Eriko, mbona tunaangusha production tukiona? Si uite tu nani. Then, wakuje wachafue hii show. Hii ni KNT, man. Hii ni KNT. Show lazima ikwe.
Lazima show happen.
Lazima ihappen. Na ikwe moto. This is KNT because performing at KNT was such a privilege.
It was a dream for many actors.
Exactly. This is not Liberty Hall. This is not G. Ile pale chini ya kampo. KNT. Hey. Mimi sijui kwa nini. Eriko, directors never recast. I don't know. Me, all I know
stuck with you.
is favor.
Yeah.
This one guy, the one who was now also, he's called Piero. Piero would get my hand. Nikiwako kwa corner, he would always find me in that corner. Shikanambia, Nungo, uko nayo. Let's do this. So Piero and I now built a relationship. And Piero saw what other people did not see. He saw that ukweli, I had done my homework. But ukweli, nikifika mbele ya watu, nashindwa. Nashindwa kabisa. Yeah, fright inani overwhelm kabisa. Then plus I'm very concerned about what other people will say. But nonetheless, siku ya show ikafika. Lodeki, the audience is seated there. Kids packed. All the seats, chini, juu, aisles packed. I remember the first scene came. We started with Kifo Kisimani, if I'm not wrong. And Kifo Kisimani, my scene would debut was the second scene, the second act. And in that second act, it was just two, Nyalwe and Bokono. This was the king Bokono and the queen. And it was just the two of us. Guess who's Bokono? Bokono is Piero. So it was just me and Piero. I don't know what happened.
Stage magic.
But on that stage that day, I had a voice I had never in my life interacted with. Ilitoka huku. Nili act. And I did not see anybody. I did not feel anybody. For me, you see the way they say acting, it's 3 walls, but the fourth wall, there's a fourth wall, but the fourth wall is the audience. For me, it was just me and Piero. There was actually a fourth wall. Nearly act. By the time the show was ending, the scene was ending, my fellow actors now walikuwa huko kwa aisles, kwa wings, wana watch. Because this was the first time they saw me. Ata Piero, aniliona, I could see him breathe. But you see what that does to him, when you give an actor so selflessly, it bounce back. Na pia atakupatia so cha. It was energies of, I walked out of that stage and I couldn't believe it. And to this day, I say that acting gave me a voice.